Good afternoon, everybody. My name is A Weapons, Mid-Lyfe Music. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Go to ldbcsports.com. Um, register for membership. It's free, and interact with the brothers in the. Register first, right? Register first, and then after you register, you make yourself a profile. Then you interact with the brothers and the sisters of the LDBC. I'm telling you, I'm getting old. But look, y'all, look. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. That's almost 20 pounds. And that's been like about 3.5 months. That's almost 20 pounds, yo. That's right. I'm almost a stealth 220. And that's for 78. That's what let them know. I'm almost a stealth 220. All right, let me go back to business. I'm sorry. All right, so also I want you to go to shopfightfan.com. That place has all the LDBC merch that you can think about. It has everything. You know what I'm saying? If you want yourself a nice shirt, Oscar De La Hoya Spatula Lover shirt. Oh, man, you know what? I probably have to do like about maybe 3 or 4 Oscar songs. Then I got to do 2 Danny Garcia songs. And I got to do 1 more Keith DeBard song. I got to do 1 more. And that's the SWV version of the Keith DeBard song. You know what I'm saying? So I got those to do. All right. So you go to shopfightfan.com and get the LDBC merch there. And then lastly, but not leastly, you go to my second home, which is ticketvmedia.com. You pick up some A Weapons merch. You pick up some A Weapons music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You pick up some A Weapons music, and soon the store's gonna have A Weapon design t-shirts, everything. It's gonna have the ones that I design. So that'll be on that. And also at the store you pick up Ticket TV merch and you pick up LDBC merch. All right, this video is basically another tutorial that would appear on my Mid-Lyfe music page. And this is just basically letting you know the kinds of copyrights. And like I said, this won't be real long. Like I thought I would, man. That's because I kept talking about other bullshit. That's why I went so long. I should have just edited some of that shit out. But anyways, it's good the way it is. It's good the way it is. Because you know, even though like I'm kind of winging it, but at the same time, I want people to understand that you're gonna make mistakes. But as long as you have a plan on what you're doing. Always have a plan. Plans don't always go the right way, but always have a plan. Don't sit there and don't plan. I'm telling you, get older, you get allergies and shit. When you get older, what happens is that I'm bugging. Whoa, excuse me. When you don't plan, what happens is that you're not even prepared to fail. When you don't plan, you're not even planning to fail. And people always say, fail to plan, plan to fail. You're not planning to fail because you have no idea that you fucking up. You have no idea. You sit there holding your ass because you have no idea you fucked up. No idea. This is why you have to have a plan, because if you have a plan, then you'll know that you fucked up. So when they say, well, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. No, you never plan to fail. You just do because you didn't plan. All right. So that's it for. Is that it for us? Yeah, that's it for business. All right. So like I said, there's 2 types of copyrights. There's the copyright that's between anyone who's worked on the composition. Like for example, LDBC Ladies, right? Which is going to be the song, because like it's a snippet on it right now, and I'll put the link to that below so that you can hear the snippet. That's me, and that's Tone Jones, right? So since Tone Jones did the music, and all I did was just write to it, that will be a 75-25 split, because I wrote to Tone Jones's melody. So if I'm writing to his melody, you know what I'm saying? Because without his melody, I wouldn't have wrote that. So that also makes Tone a writer. When you write to somebody's music, when you write to it, that makes them a writer also because you're writing to their melody. So therefore, the split is 75-25. All right, now, if you already have lyrics and somebody just has a beat and you rhyme or sing on it or whatever, and this is your shit, you didn't write to that, but it just goes with it, then it's 50-50. That's a 50-50 split. If you already have, sung the song, if you've already sang and everything like that, and the producer builds the music around your vocals or your raps, then you get 75% because you are also a producer, because without you, that producer wouldn't have been able to make that music around there. He wouldn't have been able to make the music. So those are ways that it works. Producer has a track, you come in, you already got lyrics written. So you go on and you spaz on the track like that, that's 50-50. That's a 50-50 split. If the producer has already had a song, you hear it, you write to it, and you start singing to it, then that's 75% for him or her and 25% for you, because you are writing, or even if you're doing it off the head, it's the same thing. If you're doing this off the head, if you have not written this prior to you hearing that music, 75% for the producer and 25% for you. That's how that goes. Because if it wasn't for that melody, you wouldn't do shit and you wouldn't have shit. Straight like that. So if it's a situation where me and Tone get something popping off, whatever, or if MR War comes back into the fold and we get something popping with that, then Tone already said that, he'll be fair and he'll take 50. But if me and him get something together and he's doing whatever he's doing, I'm going to let him take 75. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's no need to sit there and kick the cook in the ass. That's stupid. If he in there cooking crack in the kitchen, let him cook his crack. He wants a price, give him the price he want. Y'all stupid. But anyways, that's the copyright thing. All right. And it also means that, there's different styles of it. All right. When you have, okay, say for example, your songs play on TV, football stadiums, jukeboxes, because that's see, people don't understand that when you're playing your songs in a jukebox, ASCAP and BMI collects money for that. Those are called royalties, and you get royalty checks every 3 months. When you hear the term every quarterly, a quarterly is 3 months. Every quarter of a year, 3 months. Every 3 months, you get a royalty check. Now, football stadiums, when they're playing hip hop, hooray, ho, hey, when they're playing all that stuff like that, that's a royalty check. Like my man MR War, I was trying to get his joint on ESPN, the Hood Morning song, and people probably remember that song for like about maybe two years ago. Well, Hood Morning, rise and grind. It's a beautiful day, and it's yours and mine. Go out and make it the greatest, and share your joy with the world. Every woman and man, and every boy and girl. Oh. But anyways, that's that song right there. That song right there is fucking woo. That shit is crack. And Tone Jones produced that as well. So when you have a song like that on ESPN and everything like that, then the publishing basically goes, it more or less goes, well, Will's, look at Blue Blood hollering at me. Blue Blood is hollering at me right now. Funny dude. You supposed to have got them sneakers for me, son. All right, but anyways, what happens when you hear those songs on TV, radio, you get a check. And this means that you sign with a publishing company. Now, it doesn't have to be the big dogs, but it's better if you do, because if you sign with the big dogs, You will get your money on time, every time. And there are three big dogs. There are three big dogs. ASCAP being the biggest, and they're also the oldest. BMI, another one, and then CSAC. And CSAC used to only be for European, performers. You know what I'm saying? I did my homework. You know what I'm saying? It used to be for European performers. Like officially, it became a company in 1940, but it's been around since 1935 or 1934. It's been around since that time. And what it used to do, because like a lot of the people from Italy, a lot of the people from Germany, a lot of people from Spain was coming to America. And what would happen is that a lot of them would be getting taken advantage of. So this CSAC company came out just to make sure that, we're going to take care of our people, our European brothers and sisters, and we're going to make sure that they get what they're supposed to do and they get their rights the way they're supposed to do. That's why the Actors Guild and all that other stuff was made too, because I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Them colonists are some motherfuckers. And I'll leave it at that because, I got love for Lightsaber Addict, and shout out to Hugh and his family. I'm going to keep it light, but it's just the reality. Colonizers are motherfuckers. And these people forget that the colonizers were doing shit to them too, and then they turn around and do shit to us. It's fucked up. But I digress. This is not a black and white video. So, those are the big dogs: ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. Now, there's a bunch of smaller companies. They collect checks too. They collect royalty checks, but then they can't go anywhere and get that money. They probably can now because of the internet. But for the most part, ASCAP and all, they got everything locked up. You know what I'm saying? You play a song in China. If it's your song, they're going to get your money. They're going to get your money. So those are the companies, and the membership for ASCAP has always been the same. It's a very low fee that you pay. It's a one-time fee. You pay it because I still have my ASCAP company, Urbanistic Publishing. I haven't done shit with it, but I still have it. You know what I'm saying? I still have that company. I still have Urban Renewal Enterprises, and that's actually no, it's not an LLC. It's a startup company, so it's an enterprise. So that's what I had. And I've had that since 1993. I'm old, y'all. Look at the gray hairs. I'm old. So that basically encompasses a composition copyright. Okay, it's like I said, it's two of them. Composition copyright deals with everybody who's done work to make the song. The writer, the producer, the musicians, everybody. That's a composition. Now, if you've already done the music and you just got musicians playing for you, that's not production. You know what I'm saying? That's not production on the musician side. They're basically translating what you want. That's not production. You're just a musician. Now, what happened with Lauryn Hill was different because these people actually did produce songs on that album. And she was taking credit for producing the whole album and not paying those people. Now, that's wrong. I don't give a fuck. That is wrong. You don't do that. You pay people with and I don't mean to talk bad about Lauryn, but that's why Lauryn went through what she went through, because you doing bad shit. You doing bad shit. So if you're doing bad shit, then guess what? That shit is going to come back. Don't take credit for doing something that you didn't do. If a keyboard player is coming up with a funk groove and the bass is coming up with a funk groove and you didn't have anything to do with that, you did not produce that, Miss Hill. They produced it. So you give them the credit and you pay them. Anyhow, the second kind of copyright is called a sound recording copyright. This is the copyright that you do in the studio where the record label makes a deal with you or whoever wrote the song, because he has to make a deal with them too. You know what I'm saying? But the deal with the writer of the song is usually money up front or either a percentage of the sales. So it's not like royalties. You know what I'm saying? It's just a percentage of the sales or either money up front. You as an artist, though, the person that's actually singing, performing, rapping, dancing, whatever you're doing, you as the artist, that's the deal that they make with you. So what they do mostly, if you have not produced a song, if you have not played the song, if you have not written a song, what they'll do is that they'll start off by giving you, all right, now, this industry standard nowadays, and since 1976 actually, and like I'll go into that video at another time, but the industry standard as of 1976 is 6%, or you'll hear 6 points, because Anita Hill, I think that's her name. No, Anita Ward. I'm sorry, Anita Ward. You know, you can ring my bell, my bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Her. They were giving her a point off an album. In other words, if your single sells for $5, right? $5. Anita Ward was getting 5 cents off of $5. That is a fucking shame. It's a fucking shame. So the industry made a change and said, look, y'all got to give them at least 6%. At least. So then the labels got smart. So what the labels decided to do, and I'm just going to go to this tangent and I'm going to go back in a minute. So what the labels did said, okay, well, we got to find a way to get some of this money back. So what they would do is they would sign you to a production deal that was affiliated with the label. So that means you're actually fucking the moms and the daughter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. Or you're getting fucked by the pops and the grandpops. Keep it real. Keep it real. Yeah, so with all of that going down,